Stick your face in my face, stick your face in my face. Everything you say is in very bad taste. Stick your face in my face, stick your face in my face. Only want to hear your ass because the top is a waste. What you say means nothing to me. Though you have a lovely bottom, that's all I wanna see. The words you speak should never be heard, it should come from your ass. Rest assured, stick your face in my face, stick your face in my face. Everything you say is in very bad taste. Stick your face in my face, stick your face in my face. Only want to hear your ass because the top is a waste. A wise man told me you're the cream of the crop, and to only love your bottom and never the top. Your mouth tells lies, but your ass speaks the truth. Bend over, baby, let your rear end be soothed. Stick your face in my face, stick your face in my face. Everything you say is in very bad taste. Stick your face in my face, stick your face in my face. Only want to hear your ass because the top is a waste. Stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Everything you say is in very bad taste. Stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Only want to hear your ass because the top is a waste. What you say means nothing to me. Though you have a lovely bottom, that's all I wanna see. The words you speak should never be heard, it should come from your ass. Rest assured, stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Everything you say is in very bad taste. Stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Only want to hear your ass because the top is a waste. A wise man told me you're the cream of the crop, and to only love your bottom and never the top. Your mouth tells lies, but your ass speaks the truth. Bend over, baby, let your rear end be soothed. Stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Everything you say is in very bad taste. Stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Only want to hear your ass because the top is a waste.
Bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. How is it going? Welcome. It is Sunday. I believe it is Sunday. What's up? Clive, Weedy. We got Dana in the house. We got thrash metal and fun riffs. Who else we got? Let's see. Who else? Well, that's everybody for now. Right on. Craig Flower Studio. He's in the house. How has the week been going? Jimmy Biter. Welcome, my friend. Yes, I have not set up Deep Voice. Deep Voice may be a thing of the past for a little while because, lots of wires, things like that. Yeah, man, it's good to see you guys. Good to be able to hang. We got some setups here. I'm just going to look at some levels real quick. Make sure I'm not blowing anything out, which is easily done. Check. Pegging at minus 0.2 dB. Sup, Weedy? Jimmy Biter, Craig Flowers, Clive. Wow, Clive's out in England. Man, you guys have some stuff going on, man. I heard your PM is in the hospital now. That's just crazy. It's just insane what's going on. What a world that we are in, to say the least. Let's see. Bearded Blues Dude was so kind to actually send me a wireless mic. However, as with all mail that comes in, mail touches other mail and so on and so forth. So it has to go through a process before I could actually bring it to use. Otherwise, that's what I would have been bringing to use now. However, I was thinking I was thinking, now I'm not sure if I could pull this off, but I was actually thinking that we might be able to pull off a little science experiment here to start things out. I love science experiments. And I think other people do too. So I need the Rockstar fan on. Give me one moment. Clive was like, Jimmy, no pants on. Oh, man. Oh, my God, dude. It'll be like, I hope I'm not showing off my Corona belly. We're probably all getting Corona bellies. I'm going to be getting Corona hair here before long, too. So I figured I'm just going to keep on trying to make it defy gravity in the meantime. Yes, sir, Thrash. Wheaty's cleaning his kitchen. The brilliant people are texting. Yay. Woohoo. Unbelievable. Okay. So anyways, let's see here. So here's what I was thinking of doing. Now I'm going to do a Google search while I'm on the phone with you guys. On the stream with you guys. Do a Google search on my phone. Yeah, that bass in your face song. Yes, thank you. I actually appreciate that. That was done, and some of you may have endured the explanation before. I'm going to give you the explanation again. That was actually done with my old Droid phone. I had the original Droid with the slip face, and it had a text-to-speech mode. So I had a woman's voice that was kind of like this really computer robotic voice. And so I wrote out the lyrics and had her talk them all out. Stick your bass in my face. Stick your bass in my face. Everything you say is in very... Right? She just talked monotone. And but I used Melodyne, which is a really cool audio program. And what that does is it takes everything and turns it into like blobs. And then I played this atonal guitar melody over the drums. And then I copied the melody to her voice so that it pitch shifted her voice to make her sing perfectly along with the guitar. Then I laid down, the bass completely atonal as well. I just played like literally anything on the bass. And then I copied the guitar melody to the bass as well. So the guitar, it all follows together. Does that make sense? So it all follows the guitar melody, and that's how that was done. So it's kind of interesting. I might have to do. I was actually thinking of like having her do like a whole album. Back when albums were albums, nowadays, not. But yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have Droid sing more. I can't have Droid sing now, but I could get other voices that are like that. Get them to sing. Then I had to also time stretch her voice so that she followed it. Like she was, stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. So that all that was completely time warped, stretched out and everything to get her to fit like she was singing. I'm going to look up condenser, mic, circuit. Condenser mic circuit. Now somewhere within here, I should be able to find myself a little diagram. Let's see what you guys. So, yeah, thank you, Thrash. I appreciate that. Yeah, the bass that makes it really interesting. The bass is in her face. Let's see, Craig, no red tonight. She went to a friend's because Missouri's going on a stay-at-home order at midnight, so she'll have to stay home. So I'll have less studio time because it's in the living room. Wow. Well, I hope she stays safe. Hope you guys stay safe. So yeah, what we get ourselves here is we get a circuit that looks like... Sorry, I'm going to nerd out on you guys. I hope you don't mind. Here's what the circuit's going to look like right here. So, uh-oh, went scrolling as soon as you hit search. That's all right. All right, so we got that. And now what we do is we take this wireless guitar setup here. See that? That's a wireless guitar setup. And what I do is I tie the mic to a resistor and then to a capacitor. And one side goes to the battery, right? The one part goes to the plus 5 volt. This is actually considered as 5 volt. So I'm going to do mine to actually fit. I don't know. Am I going to do that today? Maybe not. But that's what it's going to be. So I'm going to take that circuit, do that. Maybe I'll do a video to show it. So yeah. So is everything is the chat working? Is the live stream working? We're not having any technical issues over on that end, are we? Because I hit search here, but that shouldn't tax my system at all. So I don't know. Maybe, yeah, if I get in a weird mood then, which I'm always in a weird mood, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Build an actual mic that would then clip on my shirt that I could talk into instead of having to have this all the time. Now I see 4 watching. So apparently it sounds like it kicked you guys off, but it shows my stream health is good. So that means that I would guesstimate that maybe a handful of you are on the same carrier and your carrier just took a crap, which is really sad. Okay, so thrash is good. Good, yes. Definitely subbing Jimmy Biter. That's awesome. We got Clive. He's there. Clive is there. No problem, Jimmy. And thanks, but no need, bro. I'm not sure what that was for, but okay, no problem. What are you soldering the condenser mic circuit onto the wireless sender for again? So that instead of using this here dynamic mic, I would actually have a mic that clipped on my shirt. Okay, it'd be this big old huge clunky thing for now until I could get the mail processed, which would be coming from Bearded Blues Dude. But it'd be kind of a cool experiment. Now already half the chat is left. As soon as I showed a circuit diagram, this means that I could weed everybody out and get us down to the hardcore people who can stand stuff like that. You know, just ripping. I'm just ripping on the crew. That's all. I'm ripping on the cool kids. I mean, come on, it's the cool kids for crying out loud. But see, now to make it smaller, I could actually pull the adapters off of it. Yeah, I could pull the adapters off. Now, the thing is that you have to be able to get... Yeah, you can stick it to the banjo as well. Now, I have sitting in the mail right now in a box is a proper wireless mic. I'm assuming its real estate probably is only going to be like that, so it'll be really tiny, just clip on. However, in the age of COVID, our mail has to go through a particular kind of processing because it turns out that unless you live in Washington, D.C., which I do not, your mail will not be sanitized. But the residents there are able to do that. So, Guitar Hack, welcome, my friend. Thanks for coming and joining the cool kids. See, Jimmy Biter, he's up and coming with the subs, right? And if nobody knows, well, everybody knows Guitar Hack, so what am I going to say? But if you don't know Guitar Hack, it's up to him, because he has some killer live streams going on. He actually kind of inspired me to get into live streams, so there you go. You could use that for the distorted wah kazoo solos. Yes, you totally could. You could also, you can stick it to the banjo. It would work as a banjo pickup. Hack has roadies. Well, Hack, how'd you manage that? Hey, Joe Wentz Project TV, what's happening? Joe Wentz can rip the living shit out of a guitar, let me tell you. And yeah, I'm gonna have to. I've got my Ibanez ready to go, so I could try to incorporate what I learned in his lesson. Because I told him I made a promise to Joe that I'm gonna try to do those Eddie Van Halen squeals that he taught. So that's going to be fodder for today as well. But yeah, so I've got this guitar wireless system for those who are just jumping in. And yes, he can. He can definitely play. Anybody who could tackle Eddie Van Halen but make it their own style. I'd say anybody. There's only one buddy that does that I know of. But Bearded Blues Dude, just talking about you. Your mail came in, my friend. It's going through all of our COVID processing now, so I couldn't do that. But then I became inspired, and I thought, you know what? Maybe I might be able to do a really interesting science experiment and actually come up with a homespun version, which would be like really big and clunky on my shirt, but that would hold me off until the next week, and I could actually take you guys on this journey so that together we can all take our guitar wirelesses and put together condenser mics so we can show them off. Am I going to do that? I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to leave that on the side. Meantime, don't know, but that's an idea. So otherwise, I'm thinking that now I'm going to, something that would be easier setup for me would be to play the guitar. Play the guitar, yes, guitar. We're all here to play guitar. Make it quick connect adapters so you could still, well, it would be kind of hacky, but the thing is, you just take the circuit off. Whatever. It's a small circuit. It's just a resistor and a capacitor. So it's actually a pretty easy setup to sort of assemble and disassemble. Now, if I had a jack, then I could actually plug it into the jack and do it that way. So that might be something. But generally, yeah, I'm gonna probably. I would probably use it more for that. Phantom power would actually be a battery, and that's really part of the circuit. Is that you have to determine the voltage so that you go ahead and you pick the right capacitor. Now this here says for a 5-volt circuit, your resistor would be 10 kiloohms, and your capacitor would be 1 microfarad. Now, V equals IR in terms of the actual equation, if you will. I could probably leave the capacitor at 1 microfarad, but the resistance value would have to change. Mitch Amen, welcome to the Cool Kids, my friend. So yeah, so really the resistance would change. So that would mean that I need paper. We have 5 volts. I'd like to get it down to like a 1.5 volt setup, right? So our current stays the same. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Now that's from Pinterest. Doesn't really tell you much. That means you got to actually do the equations by hand, unfortunately. But let's see. Goes I over R. And sorry, I'm working on equations. You guys could catch up with each other in the chat while I'm doing this. Let's see. So that means we got to solve for current. That's 0.0005 amps, really small amount of current. So in this case, I want to keep that amount of current. However, adjust it for 1.5 volts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do So I want to keep the capacitor where it's at. Equals. So we know I. Little algebra. That means a very tiny resistor. 43 watt. Yeah, it's about like that, pretty much. Did you hear about the mathematician with constipation? Thank you. Mathematician with constipation. So I don't think we're going to need that big of a resistor. Now it's just a matter. I got to put the chat down there. Hi, chatters. You guys are down there now. We're going to go here to my electronic mess, right? And we're going to grab resistor. Where's the resistor? I got capacitors here. I'll need one of those too. But actually, you know what? I've got some pre-measured capacitors in a box somewhere because I'm so organized. But I could just use one down here. Let's see. Ohms. Join the resistance. Ohm. Now what I'll do is get one of these little guys here. One of these little guys. I'm going to get a little quick measurement on that. Damn, I'm so disorganized. I just had this thing out because our fire alarm was going off, doing that little quick chirp thing, and it was freaking Bill out. Bill was having a cow. We can't have Bill having a cow, so. 1 second. Dogs really don't like the fire alarm chirp. Had one happen like that years ago with our old dog. Our previous dog, the great tripod, 3-legged Chihuahua Terrier. Rest her soul. We had a big Roman tub, and I was in the shower, and all of a sudden this 3-legged dog somehow scaled the high walls of it and was in the shower with me with the water running because that thing was chirping out there. So I was like, fine, I'll interrupt going to work so I can stop that thing from chirping so you don't freak out. This is how organized I am. I actually have to check the resistances this way. Don't worry, there will be music, I promise. Or music, noise. I don't make music, I make noise, but something music-like. It's here. There we go. That's a little resistor. Just like I guessed. 10 ohms. Try it there. Little itty-bitty tiny resistor is all we need. Okay, and then we get ourselves a little tiny capacitor. Some of these parts I'm just kind of guessing at, but I have a feeling they're going to work. So we get that bad boy. See what I'm doing there? This whole place is in shambles. It was so nice back before COVID Wasn't the world great? We could do so many things. Okay, there's that and there's that. However, we need the most important component of this. Oops. Without dragging the whole thing out. And that, my friends, would be the actual mic element. There's so many things in here. This is all headphones and mic elements. I rip them apart and I do things with them. There's a condenser mic element right there. Now alone, if you were to just stick that on the wireless, I really highly doubt that it would work. However, I would give it the old college try. We go here. Like that. Strip off those bad boys. There we go. That's what we'll do first. I'll give it a college try. I'm going to unplug this microphone. I'll put this on there, see if I could do it without making a circuit. See, and of course we have our transmitter and our receiver. So we turn them both on. They've already been paired to one another. And let's see what happens when I just put this on like this. Okay, failed science experiment number 1. You know why? Because these have to be charged up before I could do anything with them. The transmitter's charged, but the receiver is not. That's the problem. So, I'm going to have to put those bad boys on charge if I were to do something like this. Of course, maybe by the time I do my next stream, all the mail will be fully processed, and then I could just use what Bearded Blues Dude sent. So now I'm going to put you guys back up on the table so I can read what you're saying. One moment. Trying to run a nice big Hollywood production here. Dun dun dun! Failed! But that's okay. Science experiments are successful and failures sometimes. Jack the Rabbit, welcome to the Cool Kids, my friend. Good seeing you, dude. Rocker Pat, welcome. Great Vanzini, welcome, man. Good seeing you guys. We were here. I was going to try to build a little circuit off of a wireless guitar for the fun of it, as a really horrendously large shirt clipping type thing. There you go. Now you can see me. Come on, cameraman. However, it turns out that my receiver wasn't charged. So that'll have to be charged up for me to do that. Otherwise, we won't get any signal whatsoever. And receiver was deader than a doornail. So, what are we doing? Oh, yes. We're going to play guitar. That's what we're going to do. Now I'm using a different drum machine. I was using the Alesis SR16, circa, I want to say 1993 and 94 or something like that when it came out. Now I'm going to be using a much more modern drum machine, circa 1998, I think. It's a Zoom, and it even has a little bass thing in it, like a real cheesy bass thing, so it's great. We're going to have ourselves some real cheesy sounding drums. So, let's get it in tune. How's everybody been? What's on everybody's mind? Talk to me out there. I wonder what we're all thinking about right now. Jack the Rabbit. This shirt here says, oh, let me get that calculator out of the way 1 sec. Shirt says engineering flowchart. Does it move? Should it? Now, at this point, we're at a yes or a no. So yes, if it should move, then yes, no problem. Or no, use duct tape. Over here, okay, does it move? No. Should it? Yes, then we use WD-40. Otherwise, no, no problem. That's pretty much the core of engineering right there. Let's see what we got. Let me catch up to you guys here. I decided to program MIDI. Just learning to program MIDI. Yeah, that's a good call. Beer dude, sipping Irish whiskey and hanging with the cool kids. Absolutely, man. That's because you're a cool kid. Just like everybody else in here. Let's see. Craig Flowers, Missouri goes on stay-at-home order at midnight. So I've already been home 3 weeks now. Red will be 2. So I won't be able to record as much because the studio's in the living room. Right on. Well, that's all right. It happens. It happens. I know what it's like to not be able to record sometimes. So, okay. So we had one science experiment so far that has gone bust. Cool. Whether it's good or not, that's fine, because it's guitar meets science. I don't know. We got to have some science in there. That's how I'm able to legally use the name. I got to play some guitar and do some science. Or attempt some science. Clive, sirloin steak again tomorrow. I don't know how much more of this I could take. William De Silva, welcome to the Cool Kids, dude. Craig went to college for engineering with a full ride and then some, but discovered drugs and dropped out. Now I'm a dishwasher. Drugs, it does a lot of good. Well, that's all right. You're here and rocking out with us. That's all you can ask for at the end of the day, right? So, let's go on another little tiny field trip then, so I can show off the drum machine to you guys. And of course, I've got to use this old propped up mic just yet. But Bearded Blues Dude, yours is going to be making its premiere eventually here. See, that's the thing. All packages get mixed up with all other packages. So, kind of sucks. Now we have to rethink how we do mail. We have to rethink everything. I take the dog out. It's like, you don't realize what kind of huge production that is. That is just insane, because my goal is to try to avoid catching COVID. I know it sounds kind of a strange goal. I think maybe a few of us share that, but everything in life has taken on such a new meaning. Take the dog out. Well, what happens is, the dog will shit sometimes, right? As dogs do. Have this thing of bags on there. Still trying to be considerate of everybody. It's bags on this thing that's rigged up. It's actually a camera case rigged up with bags. So I head out there, and, the dog, Bill does his business, and then I pick it up, and I throw it in the garbage, whatever. But by virtue of doing that, now, first thing is I go out there with a mask. Here in Arizona, I look like a freak with a mask on. Nobody else wears a mask out here. I don't know. This place is just weird. But, so I look like a total freak, which is fine. I am a freak. But, not such an overt freak. But now I'm like an overt freak out here. So I got the mask on. I got the little dog. And all that. And then picking up. As soon as I get back in the place, now I got to wash the leash. Got to wash the hands like insanely. I never liked washing my hands as a guitar player too much. I'm a relatively clean guy, but not like that. And plus, I always like touching my face, right? Because you get some really great oils from the forehead that are really good for the fingers. So when you're at home and you know for a fact that you're not in a contagious environment, I almost washed my tattoos off last week. Yeah, I can see that, man. Yeah. But then you can start over. Absolutely. Yes. See, and then you can get new post-COVID era tattoos, right? Big pictures of these balls with spikes sticking out of them. Make them all look all evil and stuff. That would be something. That's for sure. So, yeah. So, anyways, where's I going with this? Yeah, or like coming back from work, right? Because I'm still required to go into the office, though I've been able to at least kind of minimize some of the time there. Long story, but oh, whoa! I saw the word upset, and immediately that just took me onto a new direction here. But anyways, when I get back, you got to strip down to nothing, throw it all in the washer, hop in the shower, wash the glasses, just wash everything before you can even be normal at home. That's how it is. All right, Pete Thorne and Ben Combs upset me the other day, and I freaked out. Was just asking Pete to come critique me, and now I'm blocked from his channel for touting his niceness. That sure was rude. I don't know why I told you guys, just venting. That's absolutely fine, Craig. I can never play after washing my hands. Had to spit on them. Yeah, the old spit trick is good. The forehead is awesome, though, man. I know they're all like, don't touch your face. But, I mean, if you're at home, whatever, God, man, there's so many oils on the forehead. I could just replenish, and I'm good to go. Because I can't use hand moisturizers or whatever because they wear off the calluses, It kind of mellows out the calluses too much. But, yeah, dude, I'm sorry to hear about that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that's about at all. See, I can't really be like that because I'm not big time. I don't have a big time stream. Once I get a big time stream, then I could like really like just kick people off like all the time and stuff. It'd be such a power trip. That's why my stream is never allowed to get that big time, because otherwise I'd just be power tripping all the time. Rocker Pat got blocked the other day by Robert Baker when he tried to promote Craig's channel. Some dudes just suck. Like, yeah, I would say that if the chat is scrolling more than, I don't know, 4 times a second, or maybe like 5 times a second, then it's too busy of a stream for me. I can't go on it. He begs to be a mod so he can block everyone but his spam. A spam mod. Yeah, I'm going to promote my latest video. Check it out. I gave some props to Bill Withers. I was going to sing it. I tried. I sound like a cat on a really bad day. So I said, screw that. I made it an instrumental. Moot! Moot is here! You are not late to the party, man. The party is just getting started. Yeah, I was telling Jack the Rabbit, actually, yeah. Jack's like, oh, you know, like, he's all humble and stuff. Oh, I would have had a hard time singing it. You would have sang the crap out of it, man. I didn't realize all your guitars had scallop necks. Oh, yeah. No, pretty much all of them, except the double neck and the Les Paul, and the acoustic. None of those have it, but yeah, like this one has it. The Strat. Saw the Bill jam just an hour ago. Cool, man. Now I feel like Debbie Downer. Yeah, Debbie Downer. You're not Debbie Downer. We love gossip. What are you talking about? Gossip illuminates a chat. Watch my viewership go up because of that, man. Keep the gossip going, guys. I love it. Lord knows we could use a little gossip right now anyways. I call it gossip, but you know what I mean. Just crap that happens. It happens to everybody. How many watched my 500 subscribers engine drop video? See, I missed it. See? Now Rocker Pat, now here. See? He's self-promoting. He's allowed to. It's okay. You can do that. You know what I mean? And I'm sure the video rocks. So, yes, Rocker Pat, I will check it out too. You could do that because I'm small time. Now, if I were big time, you would have been banned, man. No, just kidding. How many subscribers does it take to be big time then? Well, I'd say Joe Wentz is big time, but he's nice. He's a nice guy. So he's one of the rare, nice big timers, I would say. Thrash metal and fun riffs is now big time in my book. Jack the Rabbit, you're becoming big time. So. I remember when Rocker Pat at one time had less subscribers than I did. So you've been busting a move, man. Good job. Congratulations. If you could get the cam, girls allow it. You know what, though? Jack is starting to get a lot of recognition, I think, and it's well-deserved. Yeah, he's becoming a guest on a lot of stuff and all that, so I think that's great. Peter Yahoda! Good to see you, bud. How you doing? How are things out there? From what I hear, you guys are doing things right, so good on you, man. Can't exactly say the same for everywhere, but... Yeah, if everybody doesn't know, Peter Yahoda, he's a brand new face here, but actually, I've known Peter Yahoda for many, many years, so it's good seeing you up here, my friend. He's an old friend of mine from way, way, way back. We always went back and forth on Facebook quite a bit. So it's good to see him here, joining the cool kids. So I do believe that it is time to somewhat pull it out. Oh God, that sounds terrible. Pull out the jams. Oh man. We're getting nuts out here, aren't we? See, now I have the bass. So what I'll do is I'm going to set up a little thing here somehow. Let's get some drums set up. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to delete whatever was on this old pattern here. These are kind of cheesy drums, but they'll do the job. And I'm thinking of something that would be like a tempo, like a one, dun it, a dun, dun it, a dun, da 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 da. Somewhere around 78 BPM sounds pretty good. Well, that won't work. I have to have the right sound. There we go. Not too shabby. Now, I probably want a little more music volume, so I'm going to take the voice, pull it down a bit like that. Pull it down somewhere around there. Then we'll get ourselves a bit more master volume going on. Checky, 1, 2. Yeah. Chicka, 1, 2. Now, what I could do is show you the cheesy bass here. So I'll do a little practice on it and see how it sounds. Nah, it's too damn cheesy. I need a real bass. One sec. Big Hollywood production. Yeah, it is better than a gnome, that's for sure. Not quite as good as my like real drum sample type stuff, but it'll do the job. Hang on, I gotta fix that. Is there a click in there? The squeaky wheel gets the subs, absolutely. Get them cookies. Ha ha. Exactly right, dudes. All right. So I do like that. Bassline's a little loose, but that's all right. Cool, dude. Peter, you requested some cowbell. Haha, there's some cowbell. Now, how do we tighten up that sound a little bit? We can tighten up the sound by getting rid of the big delay. The big delay is nice because it will add power in terms of the rock sound, but it won't tighten it up. You know what I mean? So we turn off the delay a little bit. Thanks, man. Now, the delay is kind of nice because it sort of covers up mistakes a little bit. Now you can hear the mistakes better, but that's all right. And I'd say probably a kind of a cleaner sound. Let's make it a little more funky and see what we get. That's kind of nice right there. And then this way, if we want to hear a little bit more of the funkier strumming, funkier picking, we can do that. Thank you, brother. I still say it should be tighter though. Now we could also do it with the nylon string, and that's where we could get really funky, I'm starting to find. So let's try that. Another science experiment, I think this time may be a success. So the question is posed, the theory is posed, that we can get funky on an acoustic guitar. Now, is there anybody out there that has doubts that one could get funky on the acoustic guitar? It's okay if you do. Doubts are welcome. After all, it's doubt that fuels the scientific mind. Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate it, man. Okay. So now I need signal. Let's see. Okay, so the first thing we do is, thank you, Mitch. You are so kind, brother. This is solid body, actually. Now, generally, for the acoustic guitar, it's always best to have the purest signal that you can get. But it's kind of nice because this will show off all the nuances. Checky 1, 2. Magic. Not quite. I paid my dues in Vegas, but never got paid back. Metalhead Hippie, welcome to the Cool Kids, dude. So the only downside with this is, of course, we can't do the finger picking, but... So yes, theory proven that I do believe we could get somewhat funky on it, though it's a bit more of a jazzier funky. However, there is nothing wrong with jazz. So Metalhead Hippie, good seeing you, bro. How you doing? Now, Craig says, did I hear someone say you're about to come out with another challenge soon? Yes. Yes, I had to allow the awesome dudes like Moot and Dave to kind of... I want their challenges to kind of run their course. I want people to be able to concentrate on their challenges for a bit. And I'll get my thing together probably this week. I don't know. No, I don't want to promise that. I don't know. Hard to say because it's been busy like crazy. Metalhead Hippie, awesome, man. Thank you. You know, dodging little spiky balls in the air that we can't see. Other than that, you know, gotta wear the face masks and stuff now. Man, I don't know. It's just crazy times. Now, what I want to do though is I want to hook up a Git bass. So I want to take this bad boy here, which is the old bass synth wah by Digitech. Plug in that bad boy. Yeah, those are some awesome tracks. Okay, let me go ahead and pose a question to the board now. Who all has participated in both Moot's and Dave's challenges? I have, though I think I still got another part of Moot's to pick up. But I actually kind of did, so I might just snag that off the feed because I really liked what I did on the stream the last time over his track. That turned out to be pretty good. But I'm going to take this bad boy and plug it in and get the guitar into it so that it'll make a little bit of a bass for me too, so I don't have to always keep grabbing the bass. And it makes a trippy bass sound. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to steal a trick from Metalhead Hippie. Thumbs up, everybody who participated in both. Because those thumbs up really stick out like a sore thumb. Get it? A sore thumb. I knew I should have done stand-up. So I take this here pedal like this, right? And then we just take ourselves a little short cord, and we just pop it in there, we plug the guitar into that, we kick it on and off, we got ourselves an instant bass happening. Provided, of course, we've got a long enough cord to handle it. Oh, not the like button. You don't have to do that one. You could hit the unlike button. I don't care. Any action on that is good for me. Like or unlike. Unlike is good because I come to find out that I've tied unlikes to the amount of shredding that's done in one video. It seems that it's proportional to how much shredding you do, believe it or not. I know it sounds kind of strange. Thanks, man. No, dude. I know I'm not stepping on your toes, man. I just want to make sure everybody's getting full clearance on it, that's all. I want them to concentrate. I want them to concentrate on my crazy jam I'm going to have going. Plus, this way, I'll be able to concentrate, too. So, yeah, where are we at here? Still behind, though. Moot has one. Bonzolium has one. Okay. Bonzolium. Saw that, too. Yeah, no, I was just talking. Yeah, Craig Flower Studio. There you go. That kind of thumbs up. The kind that you could see in the chat. You give me the other kind of thumbs up, too. Or thumbs down. I don't care. Either way. Yeah, I know. Somehow I pissed somebody off too, but I have no idea how. But what I did was I went ahead and kind of ran little correlations, and I noticed that the ones where I do a lot of shredding tend to get thumbs down. So I guess they don't like it when you're trying to pick too fast or something. They're just like, oh no, I'm so offended. I don't know. That's okay. It's good for me. Stop. Well, if you're not pissing somebody off, you're not doing your job right. You're supposed to do that on YouTube. Sometimes, just to keep things going. There we go. Except for that cord's got a crappy connection. One sec. Goes off to the work on pile. Let's try this one. Okay. That's kind of a crappy connection too, I think. That'll do the trick. Okay, had to fix that door. Troll's gonna troll. Yeah, you know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Guitar Hack. You gotta. Yeah, I met Penn. I met Penn when I was teaching at a school in Vegas. I was teaching guitar. And the piano teacher was teaching his kid. But I was walking around with a guitar trying to promote guitar lessons. It was really funny. He thought I was a freak. I was like, hey, if Penn thinks I'm a freak, then that's a good thing. That's one of the many sounds that are built in that pedal. So it's kind of a pseudo bass. It's just got a low octave on it. Of course, I think that does need a groove, doesn't it? So let me set up a groove. Doo-doo. Let's see, how is the old groove? I think a little bit of a, I don't know what, faster, slower. What do you guys want to hear? You guys want to hear a fast one, slow one? Mitch, they used to be good when I was a kid. Haven't seen much of them. William, he makes top line pedals for sure. Oh, wow, that's cool. Here in Sweet Picking. It's one of my favorite effects to play with. Oh, that's cool, Jack. Yeah, it's great. You could do a lot with it. You could get really funky with it. So I'm thinking of a groove like a maybe something that fast. Okay, fast. They say fast. That's miles per hour. All right, let's see what we got. How does 121 beats per minute sound? That there is the Digitech. That there is the Digitech Bass Synth Wah. So it does a lot of cool stuff. But I pretty much just go down through the type there, and that'll gives you a low octave and the normal octave. It sounds really good on the bass guitar. Like on the actual bass guitar, it sounds friggin' awesome. I'll show you that. First, I need a good thing. Need a good beat. with the right stuff. Still not the great. I'll get it together. It's got that little extra John Bonham kick in there. Now, what key should this be in? So, Rocker Pat has said fast. So we have relatively fast. I mean, it's not speed metal, but it's, faster. So now, what key should this be in? Canadian key. A? Awesome. Then A it is. As Hack would say. Ha ha ha. Yeah, let me show this thing to you on the bass because it sounds wicked on it. I can pretty much play the bass all day with that effect. Going direct. Yeah, just direct through the line 6 pedal. Needs a little strat tone. JJ, what's up, dude? Couldn't quite get it up there. So yeah, so that's the little Zoom drum machine. That's when we're still doing kind of normal things, you know what I mean? Normal sounding stuff. Haven't gone into the realm of weird yet. Thank you, man. I'm glad you enjoy it. And when we get weird, then it gets weird. But I guess that's kind of obvious. When we get weird, it gets weird. Hey, thank you, Clive. You too, man. You're getting me into some cool stuff, so. Thank you, Guitar Hack. I appreciate it, man. I swapped the drum machine, well, because I just wanted to try something new. I can never do the same thing twice on a stream, generally. I mean, probably the overall formatting, if you will. Talking and jamming. I was like, yeah, what am I going to do this week? Well, I'm going to talk and I'm going to jam. JJ Collins, man. Good seeing you, dude. Hey, thank you, Jack. Appreciate it, man. Those of you who don't know Jack the Rabbit, he's a hell of a songwriter, hell of a singer, hell of a songwriter. Plays like every instrument in the book. I think he even plays those things that you push. You know what I'm talking about? There's like some black ones and some white ones. Like there's like a lot more white ones, and then it kind of goes up to like little black ones. They're like squares, and you push them, and they make a sound. What is that instrument called, Jack? It's that thing you play, and you like push things down, and like it makes these sounds. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. I have no idea, but. So that was in the key of A. A pizza. Yo. He's playing a dead zebra is what he's playing. Well, then how the hell does a dead zebra make a sound? Jimmy and all. Rockin' Dave, good seeing you, dude. Rockin' Dave Byron, everybody. If you don't know, he is the absolute shred king. I don't even know why I'd even try to shred when he's on here, because that dude can just, like, seriously shred. So check out his channel, man. Dave, you coming up with any challenges or fellow jams with you? Awesome, dude. We know what those are. Those are called arpeggiations. Not really. That would be. Yeah, so I'm thinking something, I don't know, let's do something weird, shall we? Say we, us, but I don't know. You guys are all part of it, so. Yeah, Rockin' Dave Byron out in Florida. Hope things are going well for you out there. And I really hope everybody's staying safe and staying healthy. Because this is definitely a good time to be, staying healthy and all that. So, yeah. But anyways, give me 1 sec. See, it gets really weird, so. So I think this drum machine is kind of a bust, truthfully. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I look forward to that, man. It's got the look. Right on, man. Love it. Love that Van Halen song. You guys ever listen to the guitar on that in headphones? Give me 1 second. I'm going to do a drum machine swap. But yeah, listen to the guitar in headphones. He's actually using a split pickup. I'm not sure how many ways he split the pickup. I think it actually splits across 6 strings, but you'll notice when he's doing all his harmonics, they're flying around the headphones, which sounds really cool. me 1 second here. Sorry, yeah, it's got a bit too much cheese ball factor in it. Time to go back to the 1992 drum machine. Good old faithful. Ah, and it's got a nice weird beat on it already. Now I'm thinking key of E. See you later, Great Vanzini. Thanks, man. I think we're all going mad now. Dan, what's up, dude? Time for nail clipping. Thank you, man. That's a preset in the Pod Extra Live. That's an envelope follower. They actually sell them. There's a lot of different places you can actually get them. But this is the one that's actually built into the Pod X3 Live. Yeah, it's like crazy funky, I would say. It's a very funky sound. Sorry, Bill. Bill's hanging out. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy funky sound. It's kind of nice though because it's so responsive to the picking. So depending on how you set it up, you can make it follow all kinds of different grooves. Like I know if you guys are listening, yeah, funky fried chicken. So you notice if you're listening in a stereo setup, yeah, Bob experimenting. So if I'm picking really soft, it's kind of just by the picking strength, you could. I think there's a chorus going on there too. I could probably turn off the delay, maybe. Turn off the mod. And I could probably even turn off the verb and make it even more tight. Let's see. Thank you, Rockin' Dave. So now, and I got to select it for the other tone too. So that'll sound really kind of funky because there's a bit of a delay in there. Funky isn't weird, but let's see how it sounds over that progression. By tightening everything up and removing a lot of the extra echo, we can make it even sound kind of tighter, I suppose. So I'm thinking that there's probably compression on there too. RUI. What is RUI? Oh. So yeah, by tightening up the sound and kind of leaving some delays off of it, it gets a different vibe going on. Rocking under the influence. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's so, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, to think that maybe, I want to say, I don't know, what, 2 months ago, having talks about all this whole thing about like social distancing and everything would be like, what, man, what planet are you guys on? You know what I mean? It's just amazing how in short time so many things have changed. Now, Clive, I thought you were in England. I guess I must have been totally wrong. So you're in Florida then. So yeah, so I was gonna try an experiment with building a microphone, but that wasn't gonna work because unfortunately the receiver wasn't working. So, but I do have the X3 Live hooked up, and I kind of go between presets. I have the make the guitar sound like a bass pedal, which half the time I just use it on the bass itself, but. Wow, that really lends itself actually pretty nicely to the wah sound. Because it compresses the signal a little bit, so it's a little bit more even. England. Jack, where are you at? Ah. Wow. So it must be pretty wild there, too. They're like heavy lockdown out there. Wow, Dan. How long, man? Yeah. percent years, percent would actually tie to the 5 key. 5 years. Dude, awesome. Congratulations. God, how long has it been since 2002? Coming up on 18 years. Don't know how you don't press those notes out of tune with a scallop board. Yeah. That could be very easy to do, but when you're doing single notes, it's okay. When you're doing chords, you have to really just kind of come straight down on the board. I've noticed that my hands kind of trained itself to do that. See, it's easy to do that, but I don't know. You don't really have to crush it. I mean, I don't think any of us really crush the board that much when we're playing chords, but some people apparently have a hard time with it. Yes, sir, man. Bill rocks, dude. It works. It really does. I get a little hooked on that wah sometimes. Yes, sir. Metalhead hippie. We're all in the family. See, that'd be cool with some kind of groove. Now that I've got a decent sounding drum machine, let's see what we can do. I guess that other drum machine was just to 8 years cigarettes, 8 years hard drugs, 1 year alcohol, 6 weeks weed. Right on, dude. Yeah, I can't kick the cigarettes or the coffee, that's for sure. Or the snooze. I was vaping for a while, but I've kind of got off of vaping. So now it's just cigarettes, coffee, snooze. That's it. Get something more intense rock of sorts. That's why, because the quantize got weird on it. That's exactly why. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. Now let's set that up for our bass line. Seems that the mic catch in this mic, the little catch that catches the cable, kind of went bad on me. Coffee and food. Yep. The American way. grab ourselves a nice kind of heavy metal-ish preset. White. Get down. Get down. Yeah. Let's try some kazoo scatting. Can you guys see me okay? Yes, sir. It's hard to do with a kazoo. Well then, if Chrome froze, then we need more kazoo. I'm trying to kazoo scat. Then spit went wrong down the wrong pipe. Kazoo. Gotta love the kazoo. Yeah. Hey, Rick. Good to see you, bud. Yep. High gain behind the kazoo. See, the goal is you want to take the kazoo and point it down towards the pickup, right? Because that's the business end of it right there. That little thing. Then we do. If we do the kazoo with the wah, we get this. Now, guys, if you really want the experience, you're going to have to see the look on Bill's face. Bill's not impressed. Now tell me, folks who watch live streams, where other live stream would you ever see that? You will not see that anywhere. Only here. Yes, I'm shamelessly self-promoting, but only here are you going to see that. Oh yeah, Bill spends a lot of time doing that, especially when the recorder comes out. Oh my God, you never seen. Bill really hates the recorder. Partially because I can't play it. Watch this, right? I guess Bill really doesn't like that too much. Yeah, Bill's never really impressed with the recorder. I know, it's... I mean, like, if you set that up in a loop, it would sound horrendous, right? So, let's see. I often spend time making really horrendous noises. You know why I do that, right? Because I try to keep the view count... I try to keep Can't see me. I try to keep the live... What do you call it? Like the audience or the chat audience down, right? Because if the chat audience gets too big, then I have to become a dick and start kicking people off. Right? That's what happens. When you become big time, then you got to kick people off. It's like part of the job, right? I don't like kicking people off, so I like to keep it small. So if we get up to like, I don't know, 20 people or something, like that's probably the max I can stand. When I start seeing that happen and building up too much, then I find a way to make really horrendous sounds, and it gets the view count down where it's to a manageable level. So when the view count starts really going up, which really doesn't happen too often, but when it does, and I start thinking about doing things like this. Then we could do it in stereo. Oops, I got my voice on that. Let's do it in stereo and make it sound really bad. Here we go. First, I'm going to pan it to the left. So let's see. Now, everybody knows how a pan pot works, correct? So we're going to utilize a pan pot here. You can't kick me off, grandfather did. You are, actually. Dan was at my very, very, very first stream. Yeah. Man, yeah, that's right. We just hung. That was it. So, yes, it's gone really huge big time now. We got 14 here. This is like, actually, it's pretty damn good. I see it as big time myself. Anything beyond 20 is probably hard to manage, though. Once it scrolls, like, you get, like, I don't know, like I was saying, 4 to 6 scrolls a second. It's too fast. I can't follow it. I need mods to follow it, and then they can tell me if they see anything cool. All right, let's see here. Let's go stereo. Okay, first thing I'm going to have is it panned far to the left. So here we go. Okay, so now if you guys are listening to stereo setup, it's to the left. So here we go. There we go. Now we'll get some other stuff in there. Hey, we got ourselves a classic on there. I was gonna say, can somebody transcribe the lyrics to that? That would be, wouldn't it? That would be. Thrash could dance to it. Hey, Weedy, welcome back. You got it. Hum diddy 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 bum bum bang. Hooba dooby 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 bang bang bang. Poor Bill. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, so, okay. God, I should keep that. I should store that as a patch. I'm going to store that. Make a song out of it. No problem, dude. We got to do it, man. Well, I got rid of the one, though. But it's got the most important parts on it. Yeah, so that was, that was layered recorder, layered kazoos, and singing. I'm going to copy that patch to the next one. I'm going to save that. I might do something with that music. Yeah, well, I think we got ourselves a hit there. That has to be your theme song now. Okay, all right, fine. Then I'll let you guys in on another one. This is one I've been working on, too. Right. Well, I guess if we're doing stupid songs, you have to kind of bear with me on it, but... Okay, see if I could keep the pace going. Maybe I could have a metronome going for this. It'll need a metronome. Here we go. Boom, 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 Oh, the poor Mike. Play that kazoo, bro. Oh, man. Yeah. I thought you did. Oh, that's what happens, though. I do have a feeling that, yes, it is a sign of the times. We're all just going nuts. The whole world is just going nuts. It's going nuts. Gone absolutely bonkers. But it's all good. Absolutely. I agree with you, Dan. All ducky. I love that term. It's ducky. Kazoos are ducky. Kazoos are a sign of duckiness. You know what I mean? And when you want to feel ducky, you play the kazoo. And that's generally the best way to go. Now, let's see. So that was definitely a what do you call it? Yeah, that was a science experiment of sorts, for sure, without a doubt. Now we'll try venturing off into another part of the world. Not that part of the world. What happened? There it goes. I lost my rhythm. Yep, exactly. I can't play that rhythm. It has latency. There is latency. I wear a t-shirt and no pants when I want to feel ducky. Exactly. That's like the uniform. See, I mean, that's how I used to record, right? Only nowadays, most of my recordings end up as videos, so I don't have that luxury anymore. See that? In the age of YouTube. In the age of YouTube, now, we're like, our videos are like our videos of us. So you can't sit around in your underwear and record like back in the old days, right? I mean, you can sit around in your underwear and like punch in bad parts. I have enough bad parts in my stuff that I could just sit around and punch in all day, but generally, no. Underwear is the luxury of the past if you want to sit and record, generally. Well, Mr. Quantizer is just unhappy. I just freeball it. I'm as free as the balls now. Awesome hangout, dude. Clive, night, sir. Thanks for chilling with us. It's got to be something in the 20s of o'clocks over where you're at, so be safe. Hopefully things work out over there. I got some craziness. Over there. You guys kept up on the news. Apparently, their prime minister isn't exactly doing well, unfortunately. I don't know what's up with this. Something's messing with my display, man. Something cut off my display. Time for a science experiment. To figure out why the display is getting cut off. Prepare to repair. So what I'm going to do is get a handy dandy screwdriver. Sure you guys have had to do this once or twice. See, it's not like we could go into music stores now and have things get fixed for us, right? So, let's see. I'll show you what I'm doing. This is the drum machine. As it stands right now, I'm having an issue with the LCD. See, if you take a look, some of it's cut off, and you can't see what tempo it is, right? That's a problem. Liquid crystal display. There is one called LCD something or other. You guys know? Somebody will know. Thrash is here. No hammer. You got to have hammer and duct tape. If Thrash was here, he would know. He's like Mr. Walking Trivia. Never go against Thrash in a trivia contest. I think there's some other people who are like real... Yeah, LCD sound system, I think it's called. Right? LCD sound... Yeah, something like that. Maybe that's the name, LCD sound system. Yeah, Jimmy, normally gotta use a hammer. Hammer seems to kind of fix everything. Where's that Dana? He knows all about hammer engineering. He was talking about that a while back. He's probably getting prepped up to do some jams tonight or something too. Who all's live streaming tonight? Like, whose streams can I jump on and crash later on? I'm so bad in print, though. I don't know if anybody else feels like that, but I'm just so bad in print. Okay, now I've got a super magnet around here somewhere. This will generally help pull out the things. It's not blurry. No, it's actually missing digits. Oh, Tommy Emmanuel, man. That dude is a beast. Nice guy, too. Australian, right? That guy could take any song and morph it. He's a real one-man show, that one. Say hi to Tommy for me. Tell him our goal is to get through this, and when we do, I want to jam with him. I'd love to jam with that guy. That guy is very innovative. I like to jam with all you guys. Just put together one big YouTube jam. I'd say we'd all fly out somewhere, but I don't know if anybody's going to be doing any flying for a while. No, I certainly wouldn't want to be. And you know, I'm sorry, not to go on too much of a rant, but now that I'm doing something with my hands, I like to talk, right? Airlines. Airlines are the biggest jerks to begin with. They really are. I mean, just horrible, horrible service. You know what I mean? Finding things that they could charge people for and all this shit. Then we all have to turn around and protect them. We're like, oh God, no, we can't shut down the airline industry. So let's keep people flying. And now look where we're at. They're shut down as well as like a whole ton of other places. See how well that did for us, and all the other countries too. Got to protect them airlines. Once they figure out how to travel by tube, airlines will be a thing of the past. So, there we go. Now I got the machine pulled apart. I don't know if you can see that or not. Now what I have done was I stuck an actual potentiometer in here. However, I'm thinking that probably by virtue of doing that, see, I stuck a real potentiometer in there because the other one, hell with airlines, I want to fly by tube myself. Exactly, man. I am with you. So we own them now. We make the prices. Yeah. Yeah, airline food, right? Thank you. All that stuff. All right. I'll tell you that one time my wife and I were flying somewhere. I don't remember where, and it was on United. Yeah, it was United. And they had these empty seats. So they had like all these rows of just like empty seats, right? But I guess those were like premium seats or something. And we're waiting to use the bathrooms. And so we're just sitting there, and there was another passenger, too, that kind of joined us. We're all just sitting there carrying on. And the lady came up. She's like, you guys can't sit here. We're like, well, they're empty seats. You can't. They're premium seats. You have to pay for those. I'm like, you frigging... We're just waiting for the bathroom. No, you have to get up. You have to go back to your seat. Wait till the bathroom is clear. I'm like, God, don't even get me started. And I'm sorry. I mean, everybody wants to play the blame game. A lot of my blame game will actually go to them and the people who wanted to protect them, because really, that's all it was in the first go around, was that it just seemed ludicrous to stop all flights. It doesn't seem so ludicrous now. Not in the least. Now this potentiometer is here. Okay, so apparently it's still showing the LCD being the way it is, right? So what I'm going to have to do is disconnect the potentiometer, get it out of there so that this way I can slide the face off of it. And I just had some pliers around somewhere. Where the hell did I put them? Damn it. I know, because I used them to adjust this mic stand. I wonder. There they are. Yeah, airline food is the worst. I mean, if you could even get to the actual food of it. Otherwise, I'm not saying that nuts aren't food, but pretty much you just get peanuts, right? Peanuts or pretzels. Anyways. Now, if you fly Canadian flights, they have Mele Malou, or trail mix, Chex Mix, basically. Their version of it. It's actually really tasty. So anytime I'd fly up there, I'd be like, hey, can I get a whole bunch of bags of Mele Malou, please? Sit around and eat that. It tastes really good. Everything in Canada tastes good, though. If anybody's been up there, try their chicken wings. They're the bomb. Pretty much anywhere you go, I don't know, they have some kind of special way of making the wings that we just don't do out here. I mean, we smack Franks on them and call them buffalo wings, But now, some places you go to out here, the Italian food places, will sometimes have a really good tasting wing. I really wish that I knew what went into those. Okay, so there's the board. It's got 3 piezos on there. I'm not quite sure why they're there, but I do believe they're some form of triggering of some sort. Probably based off of a pattern or something. But I'm going to see if I could get this LCD to... I might have to heat it a little bit. We're going to see. So now I get in here. Take off them there screws, like so. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm just basically taking the faceplate here and doing that. This is why I tried to switch to the other drum machine. The other drum machine is actually a more modern, newer drum machine. Oh, I missed some chat here. Okay, Craig Flower says, so if it spreads in the air and the particles are far smaller than flu, no, they're actually not smaller than the flu. I can't remember the measurements on the flu, but it's on average about 125 nanometers. So it's got a rather relatively large circumference. What's the point of shutting down civilization. Well, the reason why they're shutting down civilization is because it kills some people. And they also come to figure out that it actually kills some younger people, too. And it kills some young, healthy people. So they can't quite figure out if maybe there's a particular variant of it. There's 8 variants so far out here. Haven't been in an airplane since 92. I'm on my way to boot camp. Oh, wow. Okay. Boot, thanks for your service, man. So you served then. It really sucked. Turbulence. Turbulence friggin' sucks. Never liked turbulence. I know coming in Vegas, when we'd fly in over a particular mountain range, that plane would just start whipping around like a rag doll in the sky. You know, there's one time. Cool, man. Well, thank you, Moot. Moot served everybody. That's pretty friggin' cool. Yeah, so see, I learned something new about you guys every day. That's pretty awesome, man. And you could play the hell out of all your instruments and write the hell out of songs, man. I don't know where you get this crazy, insane talent from, but I don't know where you get the time. Where do you get the time to be so damn talented? This is something I heard breaking yesterday, was that it stays in the air for longer than other viruses, which makes our measures moot. Moot, speaking of moot. Different kind of moot, of course. Hey, Dana. Welcome to the Cool Kids, dude. Good seeing you, man. Yeah. No, it does. It lingers in the air as an aerosol. So when somebody who's sick sneezes, it goes into really, really, really tiny particles that actually can last in the air for a certain amount of time. But they're also figuring out, too, that people can talk and spread it. So when you're doing a lot of pus and does and tuz and suz, you could spray it around and get people sick. On surfaces as well, it just lives and lives, yep. What was it, 19 days they saw from the remnants on the ship? Shit's no joke. Wear something on your face. Now that's... Okay, so here we go. Here's another rant. Are you ready? Pride. We talk about pride and ego. Guess what? I have zero pride. I proudly wear my mask. When I show up at work, they look at me like I'm a total freak, and I'm like, hey, that's your problem. Okay, so when I push down on the LCD, it works well, and then, so it seems like we got a crappy connection somewhere here. I'm wondering, I might be able to just kind of rig it, put like a tight tape there, so that it'll really kind of pin it down tight. And then from there, I probably have to be a little bit more careful about the casing. Yeah, mind your P's, Q's, T's, D's, Z's, S's, SH's, CH's. CH can really shoot things far. Try it. Look in the light and say, Charlie, right? It'll fly everywhere. That's what I'm saying. The measures we're taking aren't enough. So it's either total seclusion for everyone, and civilization stops. Well, yeah, civilization has pretty much stopped, in a sense. You know what I mean? They're trying to keep it going, but no, civilization. I mean, it kind of has to stop for a little bit. I don't know. People will have opposing viewpoints, and it even gets so far as to being that P word which I don't like to do on, get on here or anything like that. But it does make sense to me that if you could stay away from people, you do lessen your chances of becoming sick. Does that make sense? So I'm thinking probably. See, now I can't really get back there to heat it because this is a double-sided board. So I'd end up frying half the board if I did that. So probably what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to take some duct tape. Take some duct tape and put it down. You know what I'm saying? Dana, I am working on a drum machine. An old drum machine. A Lessus SR16. See what happens? I'm going to show you guys now. You see that display? It's cut off, right? Well, when I push down, now it says the tempo is 88. And we can see the full empty pat on there. So I'm going, hey, Andy Dion, welcome to the Cool Kids, dude. Good seeing you. Don't worry, I'll be making music again sometime, but right now I'm fixing a drum machine. So I can see what the hell I'm supposed to be doing on it. So I'm going to try a really tight duct tape method, though I have a feeling. Oh, that's what it is. Got a little shatter right there. That's probably what did it. Yeah, okay. So, okay, how do I do this now? So that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try a piece of duct tape. Oh, no wonder. Okay, it's very loose. Wow, what did I do? I pulled it off. How's that supposed to go on there? Did I break it? No, because it actually kind of plugs into the connectors. Okay, so to be smart, I'm going to try to unplug it here. Damn. See, now we all got to fix our own things. So when you apply too much pressure in one way or the other, you end up with, here go hell come. So it's like a plug, almost. Rant over. Rants are fun. I've ranted before. I think we've all ranted at one time or another. Rants are allowed here. So long as they're constructive rants. You know, in the case of this, obviously it is constructive because we all have our own opinions on. Oh man. Does that mean I'm gonna have to Google how to fix this LCD? It just popped off. Those really delicate connections. Well, let's find out. Maybe I could just tape it down. See if I can make a connection. Because then I can use packing tape. Packing tape you can see right through. So it's like really good Scotch tape. Almost. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, it's showing display action here. Ah, okay. So there it is. So now it's a matter of strong arming it. Yep. So I'm thinking packing tape. Can you find a donor for parts? Maybe. Okay, there's the display proudly. Good and full. Very good and full. So I'm going to grab some packing tape. I should probably get this mic to where you can see what I'm doing. So you can learn how to fix things here in the land of Survivor mode. Now it's just a matter of finding my packing tape. It's a good see-through tape, but it's also very strong like duct tape. There we go. Packing tape. So it's almost like see-through duct tape. For those of you who have never used it. And I'm looking at the chat here. See, we're having fun. This is fun. It's nerd fun, but it's fun. Guitar meets science. Hate to say it, but there's more guitar than science here. But we try. I try to be pseudo-intellectual. Alright, here we go. So, prepare to repair. So what I'm thinking is there's a hole over here. I'm going to put a really strong piece of tape that goes around to start it, right? That'll get it kind of fixed in place, I'm thinking. And then from that point, I should be able to then kind of work it in more. So we get ourselves our trusty scissors here. Waiting is a great movie. A lot of truth for anyone who's worked food service or bars. Yeah, I bet. There's also a book called The Waiter's Rant. That's a good read. And then there's Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain, R.I.P. That dude was one of my favorite human beings on TV. But tragically, he did himself in. Okay, I'm going to get this lined up so I won't be talking for a moment. So you guys enjoy each other's company for a second. Anthony played guitar? I did not know that. I didn't know he played guitar. So you learn something new every day. Metalhead Hippie, thanks for hanging out, dude. I appreciate it. Hey, thank you, man. I know it's kind of disjointed. I didn't quite go Hollywood production. I'm sort of going low-budget COVID production now. Oh, we're part way there. Stick some clamps up on there. It's probably some kind of heat glue going on, but... Oh, Jason Momoa, really? That's funny. Okay, so now I'm going to see if maybe this will peg down onto the... That should hold it in place at least. See, does that give the quantized level? Needs that. Got to have quantized level. I always thought about live streaming repairs because half the time I do sit around fixing stuff. Of course, if I were to live stream what occurs before this live stream every week, oh man, yeah, that wouldn't be good. It'd be like, man, this dude is off the hook because I'm usually just going crazy cursing at wires and stuff. I assume you're good at soldering? Oh, really? Okay. No, that's a good suggestion, actually. Yeah, I've had to do a lot of soldering. That I do have experience in. I actually used to do LCD repairs on beepers, believe it or not. That's why LCDs don't freak me out too much, but this one here kind of does, only because of the fact that it's so wonky. Because I think it has like a little glue on the bottom of it, right? All the people who wanted to watch jams are like, dude, what's going on? It's just too quiet. I mean, I could always give them this. Right? A little background music. There it goes. Okay, there's the LCD. Dana, have a good night, man. Say hi to your wife for all of us. Have a blessed one, my friend. And then for a little variety. I'll make a total ass of myself if I can't fix this. Plus I'll be sad because this is my trusty old drum machine. It's just the L LCD came loose. Now it's right there. I could totally see it. Dude, I'm getting hungry. There you go. You gotta grab yourself something to eat. I do have hot glue. However, it would have to go on the sides of it. That could be a little... I guess it wouldn't be so permanent, though, would it? I think you're right. See, I need to borrow from the good brains that are on here. It's a flush mount. I do have spray adhesive. See, Bearded Blues? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. You know what the hell you're doing. Now, that won't screw with the conductivity, will it? I don't think so. I'll try it. See. I think you got it. That's right. Thank you. Thanks for the great mind. Could huff some of this. Just don't get it on the contacts. It would be on the contacts. Oh, I see. On the other contacts, right? Otherwise, all my music is going to sound like that. SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah, just on the back of the LCD. I'll be back. Up 1,000%, really? I've gone up by viewers, yet I had that horrible song playing. How did that happen? Dwight Bailey. Thank you, sir. Thanks for hanging with us. Gabriel Tone. How you doing, man? The Gabriel Tone guitars. There was a guy selling 3 Randall drum machines, like yesterday. Ziggy's swap meet for $20 each. Oh, yes. That's cool. That's good to know. I'm so damn cheap, though. I fix all my stuff. I scallop my own fretboards. I have taken a guitar into a luthier once, and that was because my bar got stuck in the block, in the tremolo block. It snapped off. Then I went crying to my luthier buddy, actually, who I've known for many years. And to get me out of the store because I was talking his leg off, he gave me the Johnson J Station, which is a really nice gesture. But it was basically like, here's something to get out. So now I have the J Station amp simulator. Anytime I talk too much or I talk people's legs off, then they give me things. I don't know how that works. I had a professor once. I was talking to him in university. This Indian guy, really, really bright dude. He was an older guy too. He was one of the oldest professors at the university. But he was my discrete math instructor. And of course I'm in there and I'm just talking his leg off, right? I'm really not I'm an introvert, but yet I'll talk people's legs off. I don't know how that works, but anyways, talking his leg off, he finally sends me home with some Indian soup. It was really good, really fantastic stuff. But yeah, you can tell when somebody gives you something, when you've been there for a while, and all of a sudden they're like, "Here, let me give you this, whatever." That means get the hell out. You know. Remember how you said don't touch the contacts? Well, that's exactly what I did. Whatever you say don't do, that's what I promptly end up doing. So, cleaning this gunk off a little bit. And that should hopefully make things nice and happy to start again. Yeah, so glue gunning it wouldn't... See, the way the LCD is... Here, Bearded Blues dude, are you still here? You still chilling with us? You seem to have a good brain for these repairs. That's what the LCD looks like. So it's got these rubber things that stick out, and it's got the contacts on the ends of that. So the contacts are kind of there, and they seem to be loosely connected. So I'm assuming that somehow they had some really light binding agent on the other sides of this, binding it to there. So maybe what they did was they put it down and then sprayed the stuff on. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Something like that. I'll see if I could get all things to illuminate again on here. I got it pretty close, but those contacts were looking a little hosed. Now they should be good, I think. Oh, man. Is that what that means? You have no idea what that's like, to talk too much and get shooed away. No idea. Nope. No idea whatsoever. Craig, you cracked me up, man. Yes, sirree. It happens to me pretty much all the time. Like at work, see, one of my bosses, he's really good. I mean, this dude is like the people whisperer, and so he knows people really well. So what he'll do is he'll wink, you know. He'll be talking to you, he'll be like, "Yeah, okay, all right." Once you see that wink, that's like, okay, get out. I got work to do. So I'll just be like, yeah, da 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 da. I'll talk his leg off. But he's got to be one of the most skilled in human dealings I've ever seen. Industrial super glue. Oh yeah, some Gorilla Glue. That'll you can't get past Gorilla Glue. That'll really do it. No, it's just right now. It's just a matter of getting these contacts straight. Now I actually have official contact cleaner, so I'll probably use some of that. Hang on. And making me pull out all the solvents. You get some of this solvent here. Diddy 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 bang bang bang. I mean, tape usually works in instances like this, but since it really needs to sit nice and flush to it, it's going to require a fresh start. So, be right. Excuse me. I'll be right back. I got the 5-minute warning. Normally, at this time, I would play us out. Don't tell anybody I have these. That's the thing about working on stuff, though. It's not really like riding a bike. It doesn't plug in. That's the sad part. It seemed to just kind of sit on top. It seemed to be kind of loosely held in there. Now, I thought it sort of like plugged in on each side. That's the way it looked. But these things here are just contacts that sit flush. So it really just sits flush on top of it. And then it's kind of held down. Does that make sense? It was held down by something. Thrash metal and fun riffs. Did you miss this? Okay, now I wipe these down good, so I'm assuming that you might see some improvement in that area. Of course, my 5-minute warning will be expired here shortly, so I won't be playing us out on this one, I don't think. Or maybe I will. Any song requests? That ditty makes me want to comply. Anybody have any song requests? I'll just play like only guitar and do a little song. Or a little piece of song to play us out. Then I'll cry over this and get it worked on more. Oh, wow. It's getting there. It's starting to illuminate now. But I think I'll have to get in there and really clean those bad boys out because I must have gotten some of that junk on there. While my guitar gently plumps. While my guitar gently plumps. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, guys. So, there we go. I've honored the song request. I'm going to get this hosed drum machine fixed, and so that I can make more crazy jams for you. And if I can't get it fixed for whatever reason, then I'll just use computer drums. But this is easier to work with. So, have a great week. I'll probably see all you guys beforehand somehow in other streams or in comments, and I'll comment in your videos and you comment on mine or whatever. And yeah, so I've got a little science project ahead of me now to fix this drum machine, so that's on the table to do. But anyways, have yourself a great week. Be safe. Stay away from human beings. Stay away from them at all costs, except for the ones that live with you in your household. And if they don't live with you, then just enjoy your loneliness. That's fun too. So rock on, be safe, have a good one, stay out of or in trouble, and yeah. So that's it. Peace out, guys.